Hello, and welcome to this week's devlog for Skybound. This video is a change of pace from the rest, as you'll get a behind-the-scenes look at the development in progress. Here we have an updated model for our dragon friend here, so we decided to make him more of a bird than a dragon, but I like to keep calling them a dragon. Here I am working on parenting, making sure the eyes and eyelids follow the respective bones so that the artist can animate the dragon looking and blinking. A fact about birds is that they have a third eyelid called the nictitating membrane, which closes horizontally. So we designed the eyelids to close horizontally by rotating the bone parented to it on the Z local axis. Here I moved on to weight painting. Weight painting is a way to control how much influence a bone or joint has over different parts of a 3D model when it moves. Think of it like the muscles of the body. Red means the bone has full control, while blue means the bone has no control. I already started on weight painting the straps on the belly, as the straps should remain on the dragon's torso, but more weight on the back to allow the mount to bounce subtly. This game is not going to have overly exaggerated animations like a Looney Tunes cartoon, so I am not too concerned about the straps going through the body. It is only used for subtle movements, and so the mount will not move too far from its default position. Moving on from the mount, I am just moving parts of the body to see what looks strange. And I found the beak. When making the skeleton for the bird, I thought the beak was just a static part of the body, and so I intended it to have no bones, and to only animate the eyes and jaw. But in case, I looked it up and found that the beak can flex slightly for precise movements, and so it is good to include. As for why I added an extra bone in the middle of the beak, well, I have a bird rig that I am using as reference, and they do have that extra bone. I figured that there is no harm in including it, and it will allow for extra control for animations. The bird is meant to be wearing a mask made out of bone, which is a rigid material, so I think the logistics on how that works can be ignored. Next, I am moving on to the jaw to minimize clipping, repeating what I've already mentioned for other parts of the body such as the shoulders, wings, and pelvis. Cue the time lapse. I'm back now. The weight painting is done, and now to generate the control rig, which will provide some fancy gizmos and widgets to make animating more convenient, like using a hammer to hit a nail rather than using your fist. But the controls look off when generated. Some of them are too big for my liking, and frankly, I cannot really find a solution for this. So I resorted to manually editing them. Fortunately, editing the controls for the left side of the body mirrors to the other side, so I do not need to remember what I did for each control I modify. The controls are ready now, but the rig is not suitable for a game just yet. The control rig adds a lot of extra bones that are only required for making the animations, which is fine for a movie where optimization is less of a concern, but unacceptable for games. The good news is that someone agrees with me and created this tool called Game Rig Tools that will do the heavy lifting for me and the artist. All I need now is to convert the control rig to the game rig and transfer the weights so that the model will use the game rig. After all said and done, Now is for retargeting the animations from the old dragon to the new dragon in Unreal Engine. Mapping the same body parts together, such as the wings and legs, and see what comes out. My intention was not for the resulting animations to look perfect, as there are a lot of differences between the two just in wingspan alone, but rather to create placeholder animations so that we can get the dragon up and running as soon as possible. If we do not retarget the animations, the artist will need to finish reanimating every old dragon animation before we can see the new model in action. And here we are, a new handsome dragon, bird, up and running. That wraps up this week's devlog. I hope I enlightened your day, and see ya!